Okay, hey y'all. Okay, just to share something personal with you, I'm being extremely transparent. I woke up this morning not in the best mood. I was doing some reading last night about the teenager. Is that at Georgia State that got murdered by her roommate and the girl at Georgia State who was murdered by her roommate and the boyfriend, and also that other I forget the female's name, but anyway, she was held handicapped. They found the guy who took her. They did some DNA testing on his car and came to realize that the amount of blood they found in the car is consistent with extreme injury. And it honestly, y'all, it really got to me really bad. I probably internalize stuff way too much, but I have a 13-year-old. I have a teenager, and I'm always super duper scared that something could happen. That girl, both of those girls' families probably were still doing all the right things, still making prayers, still making their salats, having good communications with their kids, and still bad things happen. So it really put me in a bad place. Nevertheless, I woke up, I did some research on some things we as parents can do to prevent kidnapping, or to try to prevent kidnapping from our children. One of the things I learned this morning was keep an open line of communication with your kids. Let your kids know that you are somebody they can trust, that you have their best interests at heart. The second thing you have to teach your kids is to be aware of their surroundings. I saw an alert that said that try not to take your kid to the bus stop. That's not an option for me. I work before my son goes to school. But I did also learn this morning that if you can teach them to be aware of their surroundings, to be paying attention to what's going on around them, that will help as well. The second thing is for you as parents to be super duper alert and in tune with what your child has going on and what they're involved in. I can remember when King was like 3, I used to let him, maybe like 4, I used to let him play on this game online. And one day out the blue, he was like, I'm about to go in my room, and chill. I woke me up, I was half asleep, woke up out my sleep, like he never wants to go in his room and chill. Come to find out he was in one of those games, and I guess you can chat through the game, and one of the people on the game was telling him, like, go in your room so we can like talk alone. That was quite scary. So the third thing I learned again was to keep your lines of communication open with your child, and also let your child know that they can trust you before anything and before anybody. The fourth thing is let your child be aware of what's going on. They have to know that these things are happening. You have to let them know what's going on in society so they can be better prepared. That's major, right? If they know what's going on, then they can be more in tune and on top of their actions and what's going on around them. Another thing I learned, 5, was let me think. I told you that. Come up with a plan of action. So let your child know, like, so if you do see a suspicious car and you're at the bus stop, or if you are walking from the bus stop home and you see a suspicious car, come up with a plan of action. Come up with something that they can do and that they know to do at that point in time to try to keep them safe. Right? Those are the things that I learned online, and I'm going to tell you about my things. I'm going to tell you about what I do to keep my child safe. I keep minds prayed up. Not to say that any of these other kids were not prayed up. I'm just telling you what I do, and what brings me some type of clarity is I keep minds prayed up. We are Muslim, so I'm on my son consistently about waking up and making salat and asking for God to continuously guide you and continuously protect you, because ultimately with all these things that I've just told you, all we have is his protection and his guidance. So we need that for our kids. Our world is in disarray. It's a lot of things going on. The energy is just off, and all we have is prayer between us and our maker, us and God. And ultimately that is what's going to protect us, and ultimately that is what's going to protect our kids. Have a good day, y'all. I hope I helped. Leave a comment below and let me know if there's anything I can do to help, or any type of content you guys want me to provide on my YouTube channel. Thanks.